Hey, this for my boy HomeTeam. This the HomeTeam Show. HomeTeam, where you at? This the HomeTeam Show. TYP, where you at? This the HomeTeam Show. Put you on some game, boy, tell you what you wanna know. The HomeTeam winning, buckets, I'm getting plenty. All about statistics, far from being finished. Love for the game, HomeTeam gon' debate it. Right? Break it down like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless. Put it on the station, this is history in the making. Home field advantage, it's the HomeTeam playing. 615, this for all around local. Tighten on the radio like Marcus Mariota. Young player and I'm throw like Chris. My real brothers with their own top 10 list. Spinning these hits, tell you what you wanna know. Put you on some game, boy. This the HomeTeam Show. Yeah, this the HomeTeam Show. Yeah, this the HomeTeam Show. Yeah, this the HomeTeam Show. Put you on some game, boy. This the HomeTeam Show.
First I gotta get
mad respect for the motherfucker DJs, 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 everybody pull up.
Oh me, I ride around on my side of town like I'm on E. I hold it down, but we going up, nigga, low key. For everything, and I never change, and that's on me. If you looking for me, you can find me with the home team.
Just cause I talk about Jesus don't mean I need Jesus pieces. I've been fighting against these demons like it's demon season. I've been sinning without repenting, I gotta fix my life now. I've been sitting all in my feelings, I gotta switch the lifestyle. Sick of the sulking and all of the talking without ever putting no action. The way that I'm living is blocking the vision, I'm blinded by all the distractions. God been showing me grace, when I be this loyal, he's still being true to me. That's why every time that I be falling away, he never stopped using me. I got a Bible and don't even read it, he made me a leader and I don't be leading. I don't even know how I'm even still breathing, cause I know the purpose but I don't achieve it. My friends and my family steady retreating, I push them away and get mad when they leaving. I don't go to therapy knowing I need it, I know my mistakes but I steady repeat it. But I can't fall in traps. The weapon is formed against me, catching me slipping when I don't be strapped. It's difficult trying to resist it whenever he's sitting it right in my lap. The enemy setting the trap, trying to get me off the map, and I can't fall in traps. The weapon is formed against me, catching me slipping when I don't be strapped. It's difficult trying to resist it whenever he's sitting it right in my lap. The enemy setting the trap, trying to get me off the map. I'm coming back now. I done wrestled more demons now than SmackDown. Like Bianca Belair, I'm the EST. The target that's on me is easy to see. I feel like nobody believing in me. I feel like a light when I preach in the streets. The way that I preach is by eating these beats. I be exhausted from not ever resting. I gotta rejoice whenever I'm stressing. I'm using my voice, but learning no lessons. And feel like the evil is where I'm investing my time. The way that I've been out of line, I haven't been seeing the signs. I've been in the blind. Now I just gotta rewind to when I was living divine. But I've been running and running and running. I feel like an athlete. All of these demons been running behind me. It feel like we up in a track meet. How am I able to take all my sins and lay them all out on these trap beats? God has been moving regardless, even when I'm falling, go look at the stat sheet. I gotta figure a way out the maze, cause I've been moving so reckless. Every day that I wake up, I'm still in my ways and blaming the people that catch it. Anytime that I be going through storms, I feel like the enemy's I only go through it to tell it. This the only way I can express it. I can't fall in traps. The weapon is formed against me, catching me slipping when I don't be strapped. It's difficult trying to resist it whenever he's sitting it right in my lap. The enemy setting the trap, trying to get me off the map, and I can't fall in traps. The weapon that's formed against me, catching me slipping when I don't be strapped. It's difficult trying to resist it whenever he's sitting it right in my lap. The enemy setting the trap, trying to get me off the map.
Yeah, right back at you, man. Welcome back to another episode of the HomeTeam Show, man. I'm your host of HomeTeam. If you didn't know, now you know. I am the show and the after party, man.
What it do, world? It's your boy TYP, back with another episode of the HomeTeam Show.
Man, we demand attention, man. Make sure you go on YouTube, man. Share, subscribe, like, man, all day. Share, tell a friend that it's the team again, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's a beautiful day out here in Tennessee.
Man, it was a beautiful day, man. I seen people out here cutting grass. It almost motivated me, but I ain't want to be a follower.
You didn't want to be a follower. Man, I came outside and I started smelling the barbecue grills. People started lighting up, man.
Man, I wanted to grill today myself.
Man, I saw people lighting up, man. And
But
I was looking at my phone, but nobody didn't text me or nothing, tell me about a barbecue.
Right, I wanted to, but I had obligations.
Yeah, I'm glad you was handling your responsibilities.
But I really did want some barbecued animal flesh. I really did.
Some barbecue animal flesh.
Animal flesh.
Okay. All right, man. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody having a good day, man. Make sure again, I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like the Home Team Show on YouTube, man. Also check out our page on Instagram, the Home Team Show,
Yes.
and
Also on Facebook.
also on Facebook, man. Keep on following us, man. Keep on following us. For
That's
real.
what's up. That's what's up, man. How was your day today, bro?
Man, I had a long week, you know, at my other place of business, putting that time in at work, man. Shout out to everybody out there in General Motors, man. UAW,
GM.
1853. That's my local.
That's you.
That's my local.
That's who you be like.
That's who I be like. That's my local. You know what I'm saying? I'm union. I'm a union man.
Ding bang.
I'm a union man. I'm so union. I see somebody doing something. Hey, excuse me, young brother. Let me talk to you for a minute. That's a crush zone right there. You don't want to step right there, no, boy. They knock your ass down right there. Insurance don't pay for that. Go on, smack him on his ass.
What's their name? OSHA. Where's
OSHA.
Where's OSHA? This is OSHA right up here.
I'm like, wait a minute, man. Hold on. Is that light 7 foot? Nah, that motherfucker supposed to be 9. I'm gonna have to call OSHA.
Man, I am so glad that I was removed from the faculty. I can't even talk today.
Cause you don't know what the hell you talking about.
Yeah,
What you got
I
removed
was
from?
removed from the factory work.
You got unplugged.
Yeah, I unplugged from that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It ain't for everybody. Let me say this.
No. Let me say this. Let me say this first.
Every job ain't for everybody.
I had no problem working it. It's just that
It didn't
I
suit
found
you.
something better.
It didn't suit you.
Yeah.
It didn't suit you. But what you did, you recognized that wasn't for you.
No.
You didn't
No.
recognize that? They
No.
told
I can
you.
go back today. I won't.
Mhm.
But I can, though. You know what I'm saying? I can do the job.
It ain't for you, though.
No, it ain't for me.
That's what I'm saying.
But not the way that you saying it, though.
People are applying for jobs
see.
that's not for them. I'm talking like it's just me and you.
No, you're not.
I'm talking like it's just me and you.
No, you're
Can
not.
I express myself? I've been holding this stuff in for 5 days. I ain't gonna say the person name. I'm not saying the people name. What I'm saying is every job isn't for everybody. Okay? I'm not gonna apply at a garage shop to fix mufflers and engines. I get it there, I'm wasting their time. That's not what I do. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but feel all. I can feel your water, your windshield wiper fluid.
Damn.
Yeah, I get your windshield wiper fluid good. I can check your list.
You a fluid man.
I'm a fluid man,
You check your levels.
and I can put some air in your tires. Get your tires right.
You gonna level them up.
Hey man, I'm still the guy who get windshield wipers to go to my brother's house so he can put them on for me.
Yeah. Can I just add something real quick?
Please.
I was at Kroger the other day. You know, they got the little self-checkout and everything. This lady was in there struggling, sacking her own groceries.
Damn.
Some jobs, some people can't do.
Some people. That's what I'm trying to tell you,
that's
man.
true, that's
What I'm trying to tell you, man. And it's okay. It's okay to admit that. That's what I'm saying, man. Get your grandma out the factory. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, it should be an age limit on that.
No, if you can physically, it's some people that's up in age that can physically do some physically demanding jobs. It is some people. Man, I know a lady right now, man. Her name's Susan. This lady, I'm guessing she in her high 60s, but she can do her job without nobody helping her, and she's up in age, but she can physically do her job.
All right, so just saying that, I'm just saying, like, I agree with you, but I disagree. All right, so I ain't gonna say this person's name to the end of it. So I know a person, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I know him, just heard of it.
You just heard of him.
When he was like 90 years old, he was driving down the road, wrecked his car caught on fire. He was in there passed out. They had to pull him out the car.
Mm-hmm.
He's physically able to drive a car, but he wrecked it. A couple weeks ago, he was driving down the road again, wrecked his car again. He's 97 now,
Yeah.
and he keep wrecking cars. He's physically able to drive.
No, he's not.
But he can't drive.
Obviously.
He's not physically able to
Talking
drive.
about Dick Van Dyke. Okay? He just keep wrecking cars.
He's not physically able to drive.
Obviously.
Obviously he can. They keep giving him more cars.
He can afford.
He can
more
afford a
cars.
car.
And he can drive. He don't wreck every day.
All right. If a motherfucker, every time they rob somewhere, they get arrested.
See, he not. So that's what I'm saying. He's
Are
not
they-
wrecking every
Are
day.
they a robber?
Are they a robber? He needs to stop robbing.
A time.
He needs to stop.
I'm just saying, like, he not wrecking every day. So he's
Dick Van Dyke,
97 years old. He just wrecked the car the other day.
he don't need to be driving no more.
No, he don't. He really don't. If you see him, he white as his beard, or vice versa, or his beard is white as him.
Mm-hmm. I don't think his color got
97
nothing to
years
do
old.
with it.
No. I was talking about how old he is. I was comparing his age, white hair. Don't do that.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, it's some people out here middle aged that got solid white hair.
And had white hair.
Ain't about to have full white hair. He
Yeah.
will look like Moses in a minute.
I think he look like the actual Moses.
He's growing into one. He's becoming, man. Shout out to my man Ed Diddy, man. He coming out with that show,
AKA
Diet Woke.
AKA the Jungle Goat.
Hey,
Have you ever seen one?
AKA Daddy Fat Sacks.
Man,
So
he got so many.
what he got going on, Q? He straight? But yeah, we just talking about jobs and everything. Hey, holla at what's Fat. If you go on Facebook and what's her Facebook name? Fatback. Excuse me, I ain't being funny for real, Fat. But she got jobs out here. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can
Fat,
get your ass.
is it Fat Bag?
There it is.
Or
Okay,
something like that, yeah. Her real name is Antonia.
Antonia.
Yeah.
Well, hey, go look her up. You know what I'm saying? She got information on jobs so you can get your ass a job. Or if you got a kid that's 18 and he don't want to go to college and he just want to make some money, get with them people so he can get his ass a job.
Yeah, or you can walk outside and call one of the numbers on one of those now hiring signs.
Let's get your
Just
ass a
posted
job.
all around town like homeless people.
Or create you a job. You got to do something. You can't just be sitting on your ass. Them days was over 4 days ago. And there it is, man.
And there it is.
There it is, man. There it is. We're going to get started with the show, man. Once again, man, make sure you go on YouTube and type in the HomeTeam Show, man. Subscribe,
and
share,
follow
and
us.
like, man. And follow us. And, you know what I'm saying? Just keep watching and sharing to friends, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Shout out to my people in Mississippi, man. It was a tornado that swept through there this past weekend. So
Pray
our
for them
prayers.
folks. Pray for them.
Pray for the people out there, man, that they recover well and be with the families that lost their loved ones through that tornado.
Right. Also, if you're out there listening and you have any topics that you would like us to speak on or touch on, go ahead and shoot us an email at isittight@gmail.com, and we'll get that in the rotation for you.
For real, man. Also, this the podcast, man, where we support independent artists. So any independent artist, it don't matter what kind of genre of music that you do. Submit your music to isittight@gmail.com, MP3 format, man. Help us help you, man. We're going to put your music on here. You're going to hear different artists throughout this show as well. In every show, man, we're going to play new artists. We may play some of the same music, but we support the independent artists, the men who out here putting on this grind. Hey, if this your first song, send that, man. Get started. You know what I'm saying? You trying to figure it out? This your opportunity. This the platform that we give you to give your shout out on, man. Shout out to one more thing. Shout out to blog partner. Shout out to my man Baller Mac, man. Y'all check him out on Instagram. Blog partner. He coming with the culture, with the news of the culture, man. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Blog partner.
Blog partner.
All right, let's talk about Ja Morant, man.
Let's talk about this guy, man.
For anybody who don't know, you know what I'm saying, Ja Morant, he's a superstar in the NBA, but he also played for the Memphis Grizzlies, man, right here in Tennessee, man. So recently, he been getting in a little fender benders, little trouble. He been getting a little trouble.
full-fledged accidents. These ain't fender benders.
He been full-fledged showing his ass. Okay, let's get to that. He's a young man. He's a young man that's out here trying to, figure his way out like all of us probably has attempted or tried or something, you know what I'm saying? And when I heard about the story, I kind of related to Ja Morant. Not in the situation of being a millionaire, because I'm a thousandaire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man P. Duck, I'm a thousandaire. You know what I'm saying?
I'm multi-quarter now.
But the thing is with Ja Morant, you know what I'm saying? They saying he got a rough crowd around him, and You know what I'm saying? He's surrounded by different people, and you have to be cautious about your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? One thing my dad used to tell us when we was little, he used to have this saying every time we was little. I'm talking ever since I was a little boy. My dad always say, "The life you save might be your own. Be careful, because the life you save may be your own. Your friends could get you in situations that you didn't realize that you could be in, or you just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? What seems like a good time. Back in my 20s or whatever, man, I was around a lot of people who was pretty much gang bangers, drug dealers, and thugging, right?
Big
I
baby.
I had friends like that. You know what I'm saying? I had people like that I hung around, and you know what I'm saying? And the things that they did outside of the drug dealing, the gang banging, and thugging, the other stuff seemed pretty fun as a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? As a 23-year-old. It seemed pretty exciting. You know what I'm saying? Friday night, you go out, you know what I'm saying? All the girls whistling and hollering, you driving around the clean cars. You know what I'm saying? You drinking on the finest cognac, you know what I'm saying? Smoking on the sweetest trees. And you having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that your boy just robbed somebody up for a kilo of dope, but that don't matter. You're having a good time. And you in John Moran's position, like you straddling the fence. You know what I'm saying? You hanging around the thugs, but you ain't doing thug stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the consequences don't matter who's a part of it when it go down. You can get yourself in a whole lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point when John Moran's I guess somebody in the car was pointing the red beam on the Indiana Pacers. That's dangerous, because one thing is that what if security would have took that as for real, and shot that car up and killed somebody, or John Moran, you just so happen to get yourself killed. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody in that car actually did shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? It could be 4 people in the car. John Morant the one gonna go to jail. John Morant the name who gonna be in the papers. You know what I'm saying? John Morant, you the one that's gonna have to take the bulk of the responsibility. Everybody might get what they gonna get, but you the millionaire who's gonna take the biggest hit of everybody in the car. And things like that we have to be aware of. And it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to understand that you know what I'm saying, the people you hanging with does have a big effect on your life. That it could damn near cost you your life. As a prime example, myself with being a victim in gun violence. You know what I'm saying? That I was shot. And it wasn't because of something I did. But people around me and people doing things, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they doing, they business. But the consequences, it don't matter when it go down. Anybody can get themselves put in a position that's hard to find themselves a way out. So that's the thing I want to kind of bring to John Morant about the John Morant topic is that you know, a lot of people, I seen Shannon Sharp. Because I like Shannon Sharp. I rock with Shannon Sharp. But he was like, you know what I'm saying, he a fake thug, and he this and that. And I can understand where people get that from, the fake thug and all that stuff. But sometimes you can hang around thugs don't mean you a thug. But then that's the negative side of it, that the way it look. You hanging around thugs, you a thug too. And so now you get yourself in a position of thug stuff. Thug situations. Shit that you don't know how to get yourself out of, but thugs do. You got to be careful of that.
Yeah, you got to be careful of it, because one thing, all right, so, and it's just for me. Excuse me. This is TYP's point of view. If it's an act, let's cut it out. Let's play the role that you was hired to do.
Mm-hmm.
You was hired to, hate to say it, as they say, you was hired to just dribble the ball and shoot. You was hired to entertain us. You wasn't hired to thug it out. Now, if that's you, if that's the person you are, bro, you was hired to play ball.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stay on task.
Let's stay on task.
Because there's plenty of people that was in the NBA that ain't in the NBA no more.
Right, because they blew a big opportunity.
A big opportunity. And there's some of them that's broke.
Mm-hmm. And there's some that's in jail. And some that's dead.
You call that man NLO Chopper
Mm-hmm.
Endorsement deal.
Hey, it did.
I mean, you got people of all ages, races, judging your parents, man, judging your father off of the shit that you doing. That's what it blows me at when people judge your father. I'm like, we can't judge your father on this because his daddy probably raised him right. But you gotta understand, he's the person with the money. His father can't control. You can't control no man, and he got more money than you. He doesn't have to listen to you.
Right.
Especially when he probably got you on salary. That's where it goes back to, as they say, like people with money needs people around them that can hold them accountable. No matter what status you got.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be somebody around you that gonna tell you shut up and sit down.
Hey, don't do that, man. That ain't the route you want to go
Right. That when they tell you if you go that route, I'm through fucking with you, that it'll be detrimental to you, that it'll hurt you that person gone though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Can't be nobody that, all right, fuck you, you gone. I don't care. That ain't gonna stop nothing. It gotta be a person that. And I mean, he messing his life up. I mean, do I think that he needs to go to rehab? No.
I don't think he rehab, but I also
I don't think he needs to do no counseling because one thing for sure.
You might need counseling.
Okay, yeah, okay. He might need counseling, but what? Okay, for doing ignorant stuff like doing videos, pulling guns out in the clubs and stuff like that. But I mean, he's a young millionaire.
Or you may need you may need a strong protection. Or you may need a strong accountability partner.
How old is he?
He 23.
Yeah. All right. So at 23, let's say from 23 to 33, you learn so much stuff broke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, that you are and are not supposed to do.
Right.
And I mean, he has to learn it quickly. So I mean, it may take some type of counseling, not necessarily therapy, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Counseling to be able to handle the pressure, even having that much money.
Right. Or not set him up a program, but help him how to navigate through the program that he in.
Yeah. Well, like they're saying that he need it because he's carrying guns and stuff. I'm saying he need protection.
Yeah, you do, but it's a thing like you need protection, and then you out here, like how I was. You out here. Do you need protection, or you out here just showing out with a gun? Because that's the difference.
That is true because you don't have to go places and do shit that you gonna need that gun.
And we gotta be realistic on you getting paid $237 million. I understand you want to have you a gun, but you can have you some type flight. You got enough money and resources to have you some nice security around you that you don't really need a gun like that. And then the problem is not having a gun. It's what you're doing with this gun. You on videos, you holding a gun, parading around in the strip club and all that.
In the strip club, titties. And ass. No bang bang. Not that type.
But you just gotta be careful when you get into certain levels, and also when you get into certain levels of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like what Q was saying. You know what I'm saying? He from 23 to 33, it's a lot you gotta learn. And now you're a millionaire, so you learning fast and you making mistakes fast. Yeah. And your mistakes is now what, like with me and you and Q mistakes, nobody probably wouldn't know, or just a few. Well, now you a millionaire and you in the spotlight, so your mistakes is getting magnified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mistake of throwing trash out the window now turning that you was throwing it at somebody.
But that's what people with money say happens when you get money.
It's
it
like
just
that.
Amplifies your personality anyway.
But at the same time,
your strength and weaknesses.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta see the position he done put in. The positions he done put himself in, it's been somewhere in public doing something stupid. So it ain't like somebody done just dug up dirt on him. Right. Like I think when he got into it with the teenager, I thought he got into it with the teenager at the mall or something. He got into it at his house. He got into it with a person at the mall, and they told him that you ain't like that, and he flashed the gun at him, told like shit, but this like that.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but in that time, you know what I'm saying, you got people testing you when you out in public. People try celebrities.
Yeah, they do.
Especially when they feel like you're acting like you street.
Mm-hmm. Right. They want to see how street you are.
Like we were saying earlier, like we was talking, I hate to change the subject kind of, but like we were saying earlier about like Tupac. Tupac wasn't as thug and hard as his music and people portray him to be.
Right.
But when he went places and he act that way, people test you accordingly. So that's what's going on with Ja. That's why he got tested that day at that mall. Now the day when they said him and dude was checking each other with the basketball, that's an ego thing.
That's an ego thing. So that's something that he got to learn.
That's an ego thing.
And you got to be close. And you got to know your circle, the people that you're around. Everybody can't go.
What game can you play that it don't get serious?
I'm just saying everybody can't go when you going to the top of where you going. If you got a dude who out here, he's shooting, he's selling drugs, he just out here ignorant, he can't go up to the top with you, man. He ain't ready. He can bring you down.
Chess.
But keep him around, though. You never know what you're going to need.
Yeah, but you got to keep him at a distance. He can't mess up your $300 million Nike deal because you want to keep him close.
Man.
He can't mess up your $100 million contract over here because he my dog. At least not for me. My dog can't mess up my $100 million contract because he my dog.
But see, in this case, he the dog.
But I'm saying he messed up a Powerade deal he had over.
He messed that up. He messed that up for NLO Chopper.
Who is that?
The rapper.
Whatever it is, well, he messed it up when he got suspended. He just got suspended.
Yeah, and that messed up the deal with NLO Chopper.
Right. But I'm talking about the Gatorade that he lost. That Powerade deal that he lost because of the situations he getting himself into. Now when it's costing you money like that, now you gotta sit back and relax. Like, hold on, whoa, we gotta fall back. We gotta regroup.
But see, it's like, but everybody ain't on the same page with it because Nike said they ain't got no problem with what he doing, and that ain't what they need to be saying.
I need all my checks though.
Everybody know, but everybody needs to be on the same thing of accountability with him.
No, I ain't talking about. I gotta make sure I keep all my deals. I need Nike. I need Powerade. I need Reebok. I need lipstick.
But he not out here like he need that though. He out here like he need that 40.
No. Look how he talking. He ain't talking like that.
How many people we done heard talk like that?
All
like,
we do is go back.
I'm just talking to you. Ain't nobody else listening. Just
All
me and
we
you.
do is
How many
go
people
back.
we done heard talk like that?
We gotta go by what he's saying right now.
As Mama would say, I know that damn jail talk. You done. You done. You ain't gonna do it no more. You better now.
We gotta see.
We gotta see.
He just came back. So he just returned back to the Memphis Grizzlies this past Wednesday.
Is something wrong with his nose? Did he get his nose broke?
Yeah. So
Okay.
right before the suspension happened, he had got a fracture in his nose. So that's why he wearing that mask.
Okay.
But Memphis, they doing good. I think they're in second place. They got like the second best record in the NBA.
Man, we good in the West.
And they handling business right now. Memphis Grizzlies, they playing some good basketball. They handle their business without Ja, and now Ja back, and they still doing their thing. So we right here at the home team, we always root for the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah. Anything going down Tennessee, man. And we also just want the best for Ja.
Definitely.
And people learn. The best way to learn is from other people's mistakes. You can learn from people's mistakes, man. Yep. So you don't make them. You know what I'm saying? I know people looking like, well, he a millionaire. Well, with your little money. So imagine you mess it up with your little bit of money that you making. You done.
Right. You could have been on your way to that million. Now you ain't going to make it there.
Because you want to hang with your boys and you want to be hard, man. Hey.
But the kids, you got to listen, though. People can talk to you all day. Yeah. You ain't going to listen.
You're going to learn the harder way. You're going to learn the harder way, and hopefully it ain't by doing 15 years or hell, you die. Because it's getting real out here. And you got to be serious about your life, man. Enjoy your life, man. We got a beautiful life out here, and we need to enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
For real, man.
Man, we're going to get to a song, and we're going to be right back. The HomeTeam Show.
Yeah.
Baby, want you to stay. Want you to stay. Yeah, just stay. Out of your sight, hope I'm still in your mind. yeah. And I'm on the road, so I'm still on the grind, yeah. Make it rain with you, baby, the pleasure is mine, yeah. To take you out with me, and we never waste time. I know you're getting fed up. This love gon' come with pressures, but baby, keep your head up. I promise I won't let up. But she see me leave, and I'm on 10 speed, tearing up the street. And she want me at home with all of the kids tearing up the sheets. So, in the drop top, cool, you want outside. And just holding you close is all on my mind. Girl, you're so special, girl, you're one of a kind. Hate to see me leave you now, but you know I come back every time. Yeah, I can go where I want, cause I got CDLs. Yeah, and she all on my line, like I got GTL. Yeah, not driving really miles, just so I see you well. Yeah, and you look like heaven, but you feel like hell. Yeah, I can go where I want, cause I got CDLs. Yeah, and she all on my line, like I got GTL. Yeah, and I drive a million miles, just so I see you well. Yeah, and you look like heaven, but you feel like hell. Yeah, and the love I have for you, baby, I cannot measure. Yeah, and I'm feeling heartbreaks while I'm hearing your lectures. Yeah, so when I'm here with you, baby, just give me extra. Yeah, and our love is like diamonds, cause it's gon' come with pressures. I know you're getting fed up, this love gon' come with pressure. But baby, keep your head up, I promise I won't let up. But she see me leave, and I'm on the 10 speed, tearing up the street. And she want me at home with all of the kids tearing up the sheets. So, in the drop top, cool, you want outside. And just holding you close is all on my mind. Girl, you're so special, girl, you're one of a kind. Hate to see me leave you now, but you know I come back every time. Yeah, I can go where I want, cause I got CDLs. Yeah, and she all on my line, like I got GTL. Yeah, not driving really miles, just so I see you well. Yeah, and you look like heaven, but you feel like hell. Yeah, I can go where I want, cause I got CDLs. Yeah, and she all on my line, like I got GTL. Yeah, and I drive a million miles, just so I see you well. Yeah, and you look like heaven, but you feel like hell. Yeah, yeah, you feel like hell. Cause I'm burning when I'm not out with you. On the road, doing shows, lose control. Let me know you down the road. Anywhere I'm down to go. Yeah.
Yeah, right back at you, man. TYP Home Team, man. Make sure you go on YouTube and type in HomeTeam Show, man. Subscribe, like, and follow, man. The Home Team, man. Hey, let's get to the team question.
Let's get to that question, man.
Check it out. Give me y'all's opinion. This is a scenario. All right. Somebody sent. My mom is planning to propose to a boyfriend whom I slept with before she even knew him. I didn't mention it when I found out they were dating, but now I feel though it's too late. But my cousin said my mom should be told, and then she can make her decision to marry or not. She's very strong, suggested I tell her. Should I tell her or just let it be? TYP.
So hold on. Her mom's finna get engaged
To a guy.
to a guy that she slept with
A long time ago.
a long time ago. Okay, so
But when they started dating, she never told her mom, just left it alone. But now they finna get married.
so my question is this man younger than her mama or older than her?
He banged both of them. Do it matter the age? Why do the age matter?
I mean,
Do you tell your mama? Is what the question is.
I just want to know. Shit, I mean,
Would you like to know the answer?
yeah, go ahead.
This is the answer. First of all, too many people know if the cousin already know too. He know, she know, the cousin know.
Yeah.
She ain't marrying her mama. He is. He the motherfucker supposed to tell her.
He the one supposed to tell him. Would you tell your mama?
Now the question then becomes: would you object when it's time to object?
Now, my thing is,
She ain't say she objected to it. She ain't say she ain't want him to marry her.
I mean, like, why should it matter then?
You're right. So you say you don't tell.
I mean, unless you telling to cause problems, because you know that's gonna cause a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, but if her mama don't know, and they finna get married, no, that's what I'm saying. If her mama don't know and they finna get married, and you was cool with your mama not knowing this whole damn time, why you want to tell her now?
Everybody know but her mama though.
And if everybody was cool with her not knowing now, unless y'all want to tell her to hurt her, because
it's gonna come to her anyway.
Because I'm saying, look, 24 hours before he proposed to her, he had already hit then, and the cousin knew. You feel what I'm saying? So why tell now?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Other than that, it's gonna cause than to cause a problem.
All right, so one way or the other, what happens in the dog comes to light. One day she gonna find out would it hurt her more before she get married or after she get married.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
See, when I look at it from the standpoint of somebody that everybody, it's some people already knowing about it and all that, you might as well tell them.
I understand that.
It's gonna come out.
I understand that. Why hasn't it came out? Why y'all held it all this time? Why didn't it come out when your mama first started messing with the damn man?
Maybe they thought it wasn't nothing. Maybe they thought
it was nothing. Okay,
well, serious.
Maybe they think it wasn't serious. But you saying as they seen that it was getting serious.
Right, that's your mama. You should tell your mom, hey,
yeah, it's getting serious now. So
me and dude used to mess around. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like is the dude young or is the dude older? Because I'm like, cause maybe if the dude is an older dude, then the daughter part didn't want to tell her mama at first that I slept with this old ass man.
Or maybe the old man need to tell her.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because
now when it comes down to
him
the question at the wedding, do she speak up? And I say, yeah.
For what?
During the wedding?
Why? She should tell her before that. But I mean, he should tell her before that.
I mean,
but before all that,
she should have spoke up. She should have spoke up when her mom first started fucking with dude.
You definitely can't do it at the wedding.
I'm just saying, man. My daddy bring a bride home that I just knocked down. I'm telling my daddy, she done had the young calf. She went after the old bull. Shit. He was like, what, boy? Shit, I used to slay that.
Yeah. Before you get married, I just wanted to let you know.
No, when I first seen it, he knocking her down.
Okay, but let's say you didn't. So you said if you ain't told him then, you ain't
told
him.
Because I mean, all it's gonna do is what it's gonna cause. It's gonna cause friction.
Right. It's gonna cause friction.
At some point in time, it's gonna cause that same friction.
No, it ain't. We might as well let that shit go like we been letting it go.
Too many people know.
And too many people already been letting it go. Ain't nobody said nothing about it.
So, but when it do happen, then what? They gonna say, damn, you knew this whole time, you ain't say nothing?
Then nobody say nothing.
Oh, so you put no, but he talking to you though.
Right.
He talking to you. He ain't talking to everybody.
I told you what I was gonna do.
You ain't saying shit.
No, I would have told him. Yeah, when he came home with her, I would have told him. Like, I know. Cause it's too late now. Once feelings get involved, people get hurt.
Right. Hey.
Your mom probably really wanted to be with that damn man. Now she like, I can't be with one for my daughter was messing with.
Right.
I'll find a time period in between the engagement and the wedding, and I'll let them know.
You got to.
Between that time, I'll let them know, like, hey, I think, I ain't saying I don't think you should marry or nothing. I ain't saying that. But, hey, back in our day.
But what's the purpose of telling them?
So they'll know. So that won't be just a pop-up thing on them.
Because they taught you better.
Right.
Then she knew that better when her mama first came home with a nigga.
Hey.
She knew that better then. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, it's time to tell you now.
But you done let her fall in love with this nigga.
She still love him. She said, Mama's all right. I just want to know. He put his penis in me, too. He put his penis in me, too, man. We're going to go to commercial, and then we'll be right back, man. Home Team Show. Gio.
Yeah. I'm just trying to tell the world my story. Slum mentality. System tryna take me under. Niggas tryna make me fumble. I can't see the light in day. All I see is pain and struggle. Hungry nights, my stomach rumbling. I can't seem to find no comfort. Running faster by my trouble. Lace my shooter, ain't no stomach. Yeah. I got blood on my Air Max. They kicked us out. We was sleeping on the air mattress. First they got me case, now they want me in a casket. Like a bitch, how the hell I'm supposed to be a daddy? Yeah, like how the hell you supposed to be my man? When you liking outs on the gram, tryna be they fan. Drop my music on the net, knowing they can't stand it. And how he claiming he my brother, jealous of his family. Damn, say she supposed to be my dime, my jewel. But if one of these rappers kill me, she gon' think he's cool. But I ain't never no fool, sliding around with that tool. And they had breakfast and free lunch, so I pulled in school. Yeah, I ain't look mellow, but I'm tryna ball. And these bitches gon' fuck your nigga, you behind the wall. So I ain't tasting no thought, bitch, no, not at all. And the whole world had they nuts crossed, plus they roll me off and grinding. Gotta move fast, keep on climbing. Back then these hoes didn't mind me, now all these bitches can't find me. Now these labels out here tryna sign me. These niggas trying hard to line me up. 100 mil come and sign me up. Got a problem, then remind me, bruh, just sign this, bruh. Yeah, I got blood on my Air Max. They kicked us out, we was sleeping on an air mattress. Statement got me case, now they want me in a casket. Like a bitch, how the hell I'm supposed to be a daddy? Yeah, blood on all my Air Maxes, yeah. Blood on all my Air Maxes, yeah. Blood on all my, blood on all my, blood on all my, blood on all my. System tryna take me under, niggas tryna make me fumble. I can't see the light in day, all I see is pain and struggle. Hungry nights, my stomach rumbling, I can't seem to find no comfort. Running faster by my trouble, lace my shoes up, ain't no stomach. Yeah, I got blood on all my Air Maxes. They kicked us out, we was sleeping on the air mattress. First they got me case, now they want me in a casket. Like a bitch, how the hell I'm supposed to be a daddy?
Right back at you, man. Right back at you, TYP Home Team, man. It's the HomeTeam Show. We demand attention, man. Hey, we're going to keep going, man. Shout out to everybody in the Tennessee area, man. Make sure you go on Facebook page, Tennessee, Maine. This is the page where we spotlight everything positive and entrepreneurs, people who got different events, only in Tennessee. This is the only thing we posting, stuff that's going on in Tennessee. So you may see story articles on big time producers like Band Play or Tay Keith or different artists. But everything on that Tennessee main page is all about Tennessee.
It's Tennessee, man.
It's Tennessee, man.
All about Tennessee, man.
That's what it's all about, man. So make sure you go check that page out on Facebook. Also check out the Home Team page on Facebook and on Instagram.
All right, how y'all doing this evening, man? Our next topic tonight is about: would you hold your child back in the 3rd grade if they was fellas, or would you want them to pass on?
That's a real conversation to have.
Yeah.
I think between two parents, I think that's a conversation to have. That's a conversation to have, but we also gonna be realistic.
Right. If your child was unable to read,
mm-hmm.
would you want your child passed to the next grade, or would you want them held back?
See, I was looking at like during this past pandemic. You know how all the kids pretty much got homeschooled. They couldn't go to school and everything, and every parent ain't educated on teaching kids. So what I would do is, if it had got to a point that I felt like my kid really wasn't learning and stuff, I see how it go, and I may have to hold my kid back just for them. I may have to. It may have to be a conversation. I have to see where my kid at.
Now, although I'm not a parent,
Mm-hmm.
my personal opinion is that I would have to do more at home, but I ain't holding them back.
You gonna send them along?
Send them along, but I'm gonna have to do more to make sure that he's caught up.
Oh man! So you're gonna do double, but you gotta be. That's a commitment. That's a hell of a commitment.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a commitment.
You gonna put that commitment on the teachers?
Some do.
Again,
right, but it shouldn't be.
They ain't do a good job the first time.
No, you gotta understand now. We had COVID in the mix of this now. You know what I'm saying? 2 years, these kids, almost 2 years, they was homeschooled. You know what I'm saying? Off computers. So their education was kind of dumbed down also. You know what I'm saying?
To some.
Right, to some. All right, so let's give you a little quick say. So 2 years ago, Tennessee lawmakers may have unwittingly embedded an adverse childhood experience into Tennessee codes, mandatorizing the 3rd graders' retention. This law goes into effect this year.
So what is this law pertain? This law is what?
I'm going to tell you, it requires students that's not testing at or meet expectations or exceed expectations according to the Tennessee Apprehension Assessment Program, TCAP, for English language and arts. So they said to attain or complete a summer's rendition program, even kids who meet this requirement may be held back after the 4th grade if they do not discriminate adequate growth.
I don't know if I see a problem with that, man. If they take the TCAP test, if they have not met the requirements of what was the 3?
They got if they ain't passed the TCAP, the written language results, and they got to complete a summer program.
No, it's saying above. What you were saying about above?
Oh no! They said the students are required. Students are not they're not testing at or meeting expectations or exceeding the expectations.
That's what I'm saying. I think they should take a test. I think they should take a test, and a test to determine where you at. If you don't meet expectations or exceed expectations, then we may have to have a conversation on holding you back.
I don't have no problems with that. All right, well, I say that's right because I talked to a couple teachers.
Because it's gonna help the kid in the long run. Even though it's a holdback, I think it will help the kid instead of advancing the kid who's not ready for that type of stuff. Because it's been going on for years, even when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? It's people who go to college who is not prepared for it.
I mean, you should have to meet some type of requirement, and if they're including the whole summer school process and everything, and they still not meeting certain requirements.
Then what you do?
I mean, you may have to hold them back, but
I think it's
like
good.
I said, it's still more that may need to be done outside or whatever.
Oh, it's definitely
because however they're trying to teach them, it's not being taught.
The main thing,
able to learn it.
The main thing is how you got to get taught at home. Teaching starts at home. Yes. You got to start at home. You can't put the load on the teachers. So if expectations is not being met, if it's not there or exceeding, you have to put them type of laws in there. You have to put them type of laws in there just in case for your damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Benefit.
Just for your safety, just for education safety. We can't just shoot kids through like they were doing.
Right, because what the problem is going to be in school, all right, so you pass these kids on, right? You pass this 3rd grade on to the 4th grade. Mm-hmm. They can't read. Mm-hmm. And if there's a bunch of them, now we got to get them caught up on 3rd grade education.
In the 8th grade?
No, in the 4th.
I'm saying that if you keep passing them along,
but
they'll be in the 8th grade reading like 3rd grade.
I'm talking about just the next school year. Mm-hmm. You pass the 3rd grader on, that needs to be back in the 3rd grade. Now, at the beginning of the 3rd grade, beginning of the 4th grade, we're going to be reintroducing them to 3rd grade stuff because they're not up to par. Right. So that means at the end of the school year, I got to cram in a whole year of 4th grade material.
Right.
To get you caught up with the rest of the students, to get you prepared to go to the 5th grade.
Right.
Why would you want that on your child?
And look, just doing that at a kid at such a young age, now you are embedding that type of habit and that type of routine into their minds. So now the next level they go to or next situation, they can feel like later they can catch up. And that's not sustainable. You know what I'm saying? That could put you in a bad run. Or you could just keep passing the kid. Now they're in the 8th grade, but they read like a 3rd grader and they feel ashamed to read in front of people. So now they stop and they become rebellious and angry, man. Hey, we're going to go to some music. Independent artists, man, sing your music. We'll be right back, man. This is the HomeTeam Show. Yeah.
I'm trying to help me, please, man, I can't breathe. I'm trying to help me, please, yo, I can't breathe. I'm trying to help me, please, ma, I can't breathe. We trying to help us, please, God, we can't breathe. I'm tainted. Grew up seeing the world's most ugly paintings. Racist patient being hated by all of the races. I'm so persuaded that my people get most of the hatred. We overcome and shake it off. Obama, just embrace it. Julian, don't tell them that they black. All they gonna do is laugh. They white enough, just imagine. So just leave it at that. Grandma, black daddy, she try to hide it, try to fight it. My mama couldn't bite the bullet. Suicide that night and off we went to the lonely group homes. Daddy gone, did us too wrong. He never stayed with us too long. Strangers at the group home taught me how to tie my shoes on. So I had to face it. They threw us all in the basement just like animals in cages. Foster kids treated us like nothing. We was rotting on slave ships. They beat us, neglected us, malnutrition. They enslaved us. Running to the streets for a father's love only cause we had no mama. And the people that was supposed to care was bluffing phony liars. And we were just income, revenue swept under the rug. My big brother was all I had and we was trapped in the mud. But through the pain and the rain, man, we still had each other. Man, all we got is each other. Until the end keep me covered. But I'll never let them call my mama lover. I said I'll never let them call my mama lover. And just accept me as I am so I can call you brother. If you accept me as I am, then we can fight the struggle with each other. I'm drowning. The haters, naysayers trying to down me. And I never have a helping hand to ground me. Meek Millie, Pac, and Nipsey sparked my mind when I was blind. And I think I'm right on time, only one that's speaking for my kind. But there's more I like me. Pioneer of a living breed, seem like everybody racist. But it's really human nature to think you better than your neighbors. Competition, we go to killing instead of doing each other favors. It's possible, but improbable, philosophical for my obstacles. Filled up with these demons, can't give them back to the devil. Can't conversate with my brothers, cause they stuck on lower levels. Teenagers wrestling the officer and they almost shot me. And when the police kicked the door, my mama fought for me, looked out for me. Inside and out, she bleeding, she would've died for me. Honestly, cause she was proud of me. And when she made, they threw us in the water, we couldn't grow up to be no slaves. Amazing how the world changed, one day we'll all be interracial. And we can fly if we try, cause I'm a product that survived. Though I'm traumatized from all the lives they have taken. And we so divided as a nation. Segregation can't die, segregation must die. We stand up and we rise, now we floating and we flying. I'm drowning, help me please, man, I can't breathe. I'm drowning, help me please, yo, I can't breathe. I'm drowning, help me please, ma, I can't breathe. We drowning, help us please, God, we can't breathe.
And we're back, man. Welcome back.
And to continue the conversation that we was having about holding the kids back. So, these are the 4 arguments against the 3rd grade retention law. So,
now this is a law. Is it passed already in the state of Tennessee?
This law has already been passed and it goes into effect this year.
Okay.
They're trying to stop it. So, well, next school year it goes into effect. So, number 1, it says the first argument against this is that the lack of evidence for effectiveness. Research has shown that the retention in early grades is not an effective solution for improving students' achievement in the long term. In many cases, kids who are held back in earlier grades end up performing worse than their peers in later grades. That's one reason why they're saying that they shouldn't be held back. That makes no sense.
It can't.
Psychological.
That's an individual case study, though. I think that's individual.
I'm gonna do worse because I had to repeat the grade and get my education instead of not getting it and getting passed on.
But I think also it teaches the kid a life lesson, a valuable lesson. I mean, sometimes you gotta take a step back to move forward.
So if you're at work and you make every piece of wrong, do you still think you should be promoted to supervisor?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I might know more about money than I know about pizza.
But we can't put pepperonis on.
It don't matter. I know how to hire people that put pepperonis on the right amount,
then you got
the right circumference.
Then you got to train them.
The right amount of slices. See? Now I'm gonna hire the person that know how to train them too.
Right.
See, if I'm getting promoted, I'm not putting pepperonis on pizza.
You're not gonna be promoting because you can't put pepperonis on pizza.
That's not why people get promoted. That's why people who put pepperonis on pizza usually stay putting pepperoni. You know what they move up to? Sausage.
Man.
Extra cheese.
We say, but shift manager, he move up supervisor.
Canadian baby.
He move up
to
supervisor.
Now, this leads to point 2, leads to almost similar to what you guys was talking about. Now, point 2, they said for the second argument is it damages the student's confidence. Retention can lead to feeling of shame and frustration. When students are held back in early grades, they may feel as though they have failed and is not as smart enough and damage their motivation to learn in their future academic success. Now, how do you feel about that?
I know what your answer gonna be.
I ain't.
That's gonna be the same one.
they didn't meet the criteria. They wasn't smart enough. I mean,
it's
I mean,
individual.
they didn't meet the expectations. I mean,
I think it's individual, man. Each kid is different.
Right, and everybody learn different.
But we
and
can't.
If the teacher can't teach the kids differently to where they can learn, you know what I'm saying? If that person ain't living up to the expectation, then someone that's gonna have to fall back to the home in order to get the kid up. I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't necessarily think that holding them back is gonna do it, but I think that stepping forward in the home front, or even if, like I said, even if the parent can't help them in that way, they may have to spend a little extra money to get somebody to help them in that way.
Right. Now I do agree with that. I do agree with that. That okay, then we need to get them a paid tutor or some kind of a resource person that be with them and guide them for learning.
Yeah.
Since they on the subject, since they lining up to get held back.
Yeah. That's what their summer's gonna be.
Right. So this conversation is gonna need to be happening about third grade.
That's what this is about, third grade.
Right, that's what I'm saying, in the beginning of the school year. Once you start getting the kind of, their first progress report, you kind of getting the idea where this kid is heading to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he getting F's, you fucking up. All right,
Yeah.
we need to go talk to, not you, son, your mama or your daddy. We need to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to get him right because he on his way to fail.
Yeah.
And get held back. And another thing, man, the world ain't all pretty and nice. It's things that everybody make mistakes, and it's consequences for all your mistakes and things that you don't. If you don't work hard, you don't achieve certain things. And if you need a little more time, sometimes things don't work out your way. Everything don't go your way. You just can't just push people along just because. It can turn dangerous on that side.
So
I was telling Chris,
it depends on the criteria as well. Now, when or the curriculum for that particular grade or whatever it may be, like you said, reading is definitely important. But as far as levels of the grades, I mean, what you learn has changed over time. You know what I'm saying? Like our great grandfathers, or possibly one more grade ago, but they went to like 6th grade.
Right, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it, yeah. But now times have changed. You're going to need a little more education than that.
They had to hustle, though. They know how to make money. They knew how to either work with brick or chop up wood to make firewood, whatever it may be.
Right.
But, definitely reading is going to be fundamental, and math is going to be fundamental.
Right.
It's going to be certain things that, even if, like I said, you just can't, I don't feel that you should put all of the weight into the school on getting that information to your children.
Right. I think that's unfair to the education system. Right. It does start at home.
Now, the third reason they're saying is that it widens the achievement gap. Retention can contribute to the widening of the achievement gap between students from different backgrounds. Children from low-income families are more likely to retain in early grades due to limited access to high-quality early childhood education and support at home. This reinforces a cycle of poverty and underachievement. Now, the fourth reason, it increases the risk of dropout. Research has shown that the students who are retained are more likely to drop out with serious implications for their future academics and career prospects.
Man,
that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? That's like we said. We just went and said that, but so I don't think it's just low income housing that's not helping, that's not getting the proper support at home. But
but it plays a part.
Yeah.
Economics play a part. It does play a part. It plays a part, especially if you got parents who just got, some people got work, they can't stop working, or they ain't working, or some, you don't know people's situations.
Certain economic situations, they can't have one of the parents in the house.
Right. So it is a lot. It is a lot, and I think resources. That's why the Board of Education, the school system should have that should be an important government to be pouring into that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Teachers should be paid good money and have the resources to help kids. And also and also resources to help parents teach their kids. It's some parents who don't know how to be parents. There's some parents who don't know how to teach. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do good.
Right. But then they teaching these kids different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The math ain't done the way that we did math.
The math ain't mathing no more.
I mean, no, it's still mathing. It's just that they
mathing
having these kids do it a different way.
Right.
So these kids can't come home and you help them with their homework.
You're right. Pluto is not a planet anymore.
It ain't.
That's what they say. Yeah. What is that? Yeah. Who said that?
Who said it was from the jump? No, but yeah. So
But they ain't teaching that though.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not teaching.
And these kids, they struggling with reading.
What you say? Because we say I'm a parent. I don't know some of that stuff.
No, like serious, like.
So what you
when
but
Serena
like
come home with homework and I
Yeah.
help her with it. You know what I'm saying? We come up with the same answer. It's just that I do it the way that I was taught. And when I'm showing her the way I taught, she looking at me like, but that ain't how we do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, show me how you do it, but she can't like really just show me how they do it.
it look confusing to you.
Right.
That
'cause
we
she's
both
still
said
learning it.
right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She's still learning it.
Mhm.
But I'm like, damn, but we coming up with the same answer. I'm like, yeah, what I'm doing is right.
I'm
She's
like,
no.
man, baby.
She's like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong, Dad.
Hey,
that is not how you do it.
Look,
I'm
when
like,
G tell me that, you know what I tell him? I go in his world. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Let's type
that
this up.
core math, man.
Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, that core math. Yeah, it is different.
It's different, man.
But you know what? It was different when we was young. Our parents, it was looking different when we was young.
But that's also why you can never stop learning. You got to learn it
Because
too.
they was counting with
Yep.
beans and matchsticks.
Yep. It was, man. And you know, we were just blessed to have aunties that was teachers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have them type of people in your life. You gotta have friends who teachers. You gotta reach out to your resources. If you're not a good teacher, you gotta find one of your friends who a teacher, or somebody who knows somebody who a teacher, or somebody who good at this. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a friend whose daughter is some excelling in math or something. You gotta, hey, come over here and teach my little third grader how to do that.
So one of the things that they saying that they're thinking about doing is starting a robust like reading program for kindergartens and pre-K.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They said, or possibly the first graders, because they said by the time they get to the third grade, it's too late. They don't know how to read by third grade. It's too late.
But look,
they're gonna be behind either way.
That go back to the home, man. I think once you should be teaching your kid how to read before they even get to school. A little something.
Yeah. Now, see, one of the things that I would like to take place, I can't help with, and that's speaking another language.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's important for a kid to learn when they're young. I mean, so that's something that I might have to also learn myself just to keep that going. But, put them on a different wavelength anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. That's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Some languages you learn and you can pick up other languages fairly easy because they're similar.
Yeah.
They were built different than our language.
Parents
understand.
Parents have to do their part. You got to start teaching at home.
Mm-hmm.
So
We gotta go back to what our parents was doing. Let's put it like that. It ain't the grandparents now. This is us.
Yeah.
This is us. We got to go back to what our parents doing. Your kid come home, they need to sit down at that table with a snack and get back to schoolwork. I don't care I know they don't get homework, but you know what? They need to work on what they learned to school that day. Find something for them to do.
Yep.
I say it all the time. Like I've been saying today, the education don't stop with the teacher.
Nah.
They're helpers.
Yep. They just finding it out, smoothing it out with what you have already taught them.
And as you can already see in the state of Tennessee, they definitely care more about a Titan stadium than these kids' education.
Hey,
They're not paying the teachers.
Hey, but you gotta look at the people. The people gotta care.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta care. You can't depend on government. You can't depend on state representatives to raise your kids. You can't depend on teachers, principals, and resource officers to raise your kid.
No. I was saying it because they saying that one of the reasons is because they done lost so much teaching staff that they can't get all these kids caught up. But if you was paying these people the right amount of money, you'll have the right amount of teacher staff. You'll have the right amount of people that can stay after school and work with these kids on their reading. You'll have the right amount of programs, after school programs and stuff set up to do this. Some teachers went to factory work. Some teachers went to Walmart because they're not getting paid the money that they need. They're not getting respected, and these kids is disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. They go back to at home. They gotta learn some respect at home.
Yeah.
They gotta learn some respect when you're in grown folk conversation. You don't need to be in grown folks conversation. Get your ass in the back of that room like everybody else. I remember my mom and my auntie and them, they be in full blown conversation, cackling, lacking and everything, and we walk up and the conversation stop.
And everybody in the room want to know what you want.
Right. Why you in here? Get out of grown folks' conversation.
Yeah. Get your ass back in that
Man,
room.
I'm finna go check.
Friday,
I hope you reading that book in there, because that's what we finna go check out.
Right.
Yeah, they don't do that no more.
Right. So, hey, it started at home, man. Teach your kids, raise your kids, man. You read, open the book up and have them read it to you, and you read it to them. You gotta do your part. Everybody
In the world,
man. Shout out to everybody, man, tuning in, listening to the Home Team Show, man. We're gonna try to drop these consecutively, at least once or twice a month, man. Continue to go on YouTube, the Home Team Show. Subscribe, like, and share. Also go on the Home Team Show page on Facebook, Instagram, man. Check us out. It's Tennessee, man, all day. Shout out to my man Q. Man, we doing the show live and direct at Hands of Vision.
Yo.
For real, man. TYP, Home Team, man. Shout out to my man Chill. He gonna be on the show coming up real soon with the Nick and all. For real, man. And my man Aunt Diddy, everybody, man. Shout out to Columbia, Tennessee, all the way Nashville, Tennessee. Man, shout out to my man Young Buck, man. Young Buck going on tour. I'm gonna find the tour dates, and I'm gonna start shouting them out, man. Young Buck going on tour, man. Buck the world.
Buck the world.
For real, man. Till next time, man. Y'all be easy, man. Raise your kids, man.
Raise your kids, man.
And raise them right.
And raise them right. Peace out.
Part.
Home Team.
Teach that boy how to read, man.
Yeah.